intelligent transportation system enabling technologies. Intelligent transportation system enabling technologies. There is a range of information. There is a range of information and communications technologies that enables the development of intelligent transportation system. There is a range of information and communications technologies that enables the development of intelligent transportation system. For instance, fiber optics, CD-ROM, electromagnetic compasses, GPS, laser sensors, digital map databases, and display technologies. So instantaneously or for instant uses, will able to enable fiber optics, CD-ROM, electromagnetic compasses, GPS, laser sensors, digital map databases, and display technologies. Enabling technologies can be divided into several classes. Enabling technologies can be divided into several classes. Can be divided into several classes. Those classes are, the first one is data acquisition. The first one is data acquisition. It is possible to monitor traffics. It is possible to monitor traffics using several means such as inductive loop detectors, traffic sensors. It is possible to monitor traffics using several means such as inductive loop detectors, traffic sensors. So with the help of those devices, you will able to monitor traffic. We need to take example for that. Examples of traffic sensors are ultrasonic and radar video image detectors. Examples of traffic sensors are ultrasonic and radar video image detector, and visual images from closed circuit television, CCTVs. Visual images from closed circuit televisions which provide live images to help the traffic center operator monitor complicated traffic situations. From the traffic center, the operator monitor the complicated traffic situations and make suitable decisions and make suitable decisions. So we have a CCTVs a traffic signal which will be helpful to traffic center operator monitor complicated traffic situations and make suitable decisions. You need to see the traffic signal. So in that we have CCTVs. You need to see that. We need to keep here CCTVs. You need to keep here CCTVs where we require. With the help of these CCTVs only, you will able to clear the complicated situations, or you will able to see the complicated situations and take immediate decisions or clear decisions. The decision what we are going to take, that is affecting immediately. If it is not affecting immediately, what will happen? We will have a complicated situations at traffic signals. So if you want to eliminate or if you want to overcome such type of problems, means you need to enabling the technologies. You need to enabling the technologies. With the help of that only you will able to reduce the complicated situations with the help of CCTVs. Now the next one is data processing. Data processing. Information collected at data management center. Information collected at data management center required. Information collected at data management center which is required to be processed. Information collected at data management center required to be processed excuse me, to be processed, comma, verified and consolidated into a format. Information collected at data management center required to be processed, comma, verified and consolidated into a format. Information collected at data management center required to be processed, comma, verified and consolidated into a format that is useful for the operators. That information collected at the data management centers is required to be processed, verified and consolidated into a format that useful for the operator. This can be done. This can be done using data fusion process. This can be done using data fusion process. Added to that, automatic incident detection, AID. Automatic incident detection may also be used for data processing. This AID be used for data processing, may also be used. Here we have a global positioning system which can be used on vehicle side to process data. Global positioning system can be used on vehicle side. Global positioning system can be used on vehicle side to process data. To process data. So this data processing collect the information from our data management center required to be processed, verified and consolidated into a format that useful for the operators, and this can be done using data fusion processes. Added to these are that automatic incident detection. Automatic incident detection may also be used for data processing. May also be used for data processing. Global positioning system can be used on vehicle side. Global positioning system can be used on vehicle side to process data. You need to see that the picture of automatic incident pedestrian on highways. So automatic incident detection, penetration on the highways. The next one is data communications. Data acquisition, data process and data communications. We have several ways can be used several ways can be used to convey messages. Several ways can be used to convey messages. For example, wireline or wireless. So how you will able to convey the messages? So in the olden days, we have to convey the information through wire only. Now, day to day the technology is going to updated. Because of that reason, now we are in the wireless generation. With the help of wireless only, you will able to convey your messages from here to long distance. So compared to our general cable or general wires, optical wires or optical cables are more preferable. So here we are using for conveying the messages from here to somewhere. We are using wireline or wireless, fiber optics, electronic toll collection (ETC), commercial vehicle operations, parking management, signal preemption, in-vehicle signing, in-vehicle traveler information, and beacon-based route guidance systems. So these many ways can be used to convey the messages. These are the many ways, or several ways can be used to convey messages. Okay, you need to remember all these ways, how you will able to convey the messages and what type of operations we are going to choose to convey messages. So some of these data communication technologies are used by data management center. Some of these data communication technologies are used by data management center, whereas others used from vehicle side. Some of these data communication technologies are used by data management center, whereas others used from vehicle side. So you need to see the diagram for that, how to convey the messages. We have several ways can be used for conveys the messages. So here we have wireless sensor network. See, you need to see in this diagram what we have. This is the synchronization module. So this is coordinator. This is the roadside unit 2, roadside unit 3. This is a synchronization module 1. This is the synchronization module 2A. This is the synchronization module 1A. Synchronization module 2. Then synchronization module 2A. This is the synchronization module 3A. Synchronization module 3. This is the in-vehicle module. Vehicle A. This is the vehicle A. Okay. So in that we have in-vehicle module. So this is also in-vehicle module. These are the in-vehicle modules. All these 1, 2, 3, 4 are the in-vehicle modules. Okay. Here we have a synchronization modules. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. And 8. We have 8 synchronization modules. 1A, 1 synchronization 1, synchronization 1A, synchronization 2, synchronization 2A, synchronization 3, synchronization 3A, synchronization 4, synchronization 4A. After that, here we have a roadside unit 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Roadside synchronization units. So this is the wireless sensor networks. Here we are not able to use any wire for connecting from one device to another device or one station to another station. Here we are using wireless transmission. Here we are using wireless transmission. With the help of that wireless transmission only, or in that here we are using wireless transmission with the help of a sensor network. Wireless sensor network. The sensors will able to sense the sensitivity from one station to another station or from one antenna to the other antenna. The next is data distribution. Data distribution. You need to see that traffic and other related information. Traffic and other related information can be distributed in various ways. Traffic and other related information can be distributed in various ways. In order to improve transportation efficiency, safety and environmental quality. So here we are using distribution in various ways. So why we need to use the distribution in various ways means in order to improve the transportation efficiency, safety and environmental quality in the traffic and other related information. So we are using the distribution in various ways in order to improve the traffic and other related information, which is the traffic efficiency, safety and environmental quality. For example, where it is applicable the data distribution in telephones, radio, television, desktop computers, fax machines and variable message signs. So here we are using a telephones, radio, television, desktop computers, fax machines and variable message signs, car radios, cellular telephones, laptop computers and handheld digital devices. These are all used for data distribution applications. So in those devices, we are going to improve transportation efficiency in the data distribution, safety and environmental quality. So these three parameters will be improved with the help of data distribution function in the traffic and related informations. You need to see the diagram. Before seeing the diagram, first you need to know it how to utilize the information. Information utilization. Information utilization. This involves ramp metering, information utilization, involves ramp metering, ramp metering to control the flow of vehicles. This involves ramp metering to control the flow of vehicles merging on to an expressway and coordination of traffic control within large urban areas takes place at the traffic management center. So here ramping metering to control the flow of vehicles merging onto an expressway and coordination of traffic control with large urban areas takes place at the traffic management center. In addition to dynamic route guidance, which permits the user to make strategic decisions on a minute by minute basis. And adaptive cruise control which allows the driver to automatically reduce vehicle speed. So if you adaptive cruise control which allows the driver to automatically reduce vehicle speed in order to keep a safe head away from the vehicle in front. So here we have a dynamic route guidance which permits the user to make strategic decisions on a minute by minute basis, and adaptive cruise control which allows the driver to automatically reduce vehicle speed in order to keep a safe head away from the vehicle in front. You need to see the diagram for that. This is the adaptive cruise control. So this lines indicates that adaptive cruise control. So in that what will happen, which will be allows the driver to automatically reduce the vehicle speed in order to keep the safety head away from the vehicle in front. So for vehicle, you need to control the vehicle speed. You need to control the vehicle speed automatically. Okay, in order to keep the safe head away from the vehicle in front. Then next, the third one is here, system architecture. So here, framework for planning, defining and integrating intelligent transportation systems. Framework for planning, defining and integrating intelligent transportation systems. Here we have a benefits of architecture. So if we have an architecture, what are the benefits we have? We have two benefits. The first one is we have to reduce the time and resources required. Reduces time and resources required to integrate the technologies, reduce the time and resources required to integrate the technologies to local needs, reduces time and resources required to integrate the technologies to local needs, to integrate the technologies to local needs, helps identify agencies and jurisdictions and seeks their participations. Jurisdictions and seeks their participations. You need to see the diagram for this system architecture. This is the intelligent transportation system architecture. So from these only we'll able to controlling the entire transportation system. So with the help of CCTVs, we have a CCTVs along the highways. So along with the highways, we are going to keeping CCTVs, and we have indicators, signal indicators along with the highways. So with the help of all these, we'll able to control the transportation system. We'll able to control the transportation system. So this is the architecture for the intelligent transportation.